सजना सजना मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया पूरा हुआ मेरा सपना प्यार है सपना सजना ओ सजना मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया चाहूं तुझको सांझ सवेरे छोड़ ना देना मुझको सनम छोड़ ना देना मुझको सनम साथ निभाना अपना सजना ओ सजना मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया प्यार हमारा जीवन भर ये प्यार हमारा बन के रहेगा अपना सहारा टूट न पाए अब ये कसम टूट न पाए अब ये कसम प्यार न बदले अपना सजना ओ सजना मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया जाऊंगी साथ रहे हम जन्म जन्म साथ रहे हम जन्म जन्म साथ न छूटे अपना सजना ओ सजना मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया 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 मैंने तुझसे प्यार किया
A very pleasant good evening and welcome to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken on Island Zone Radio on a beautiful Monday evening. Radhika, how are you doing today?
I am doing just dandy
Oh,
today,
really?
like cotton candy.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Yeah.
it's been a great day, a very busy day, cold, but Cold, but it was a good day. It was a good day. How you? How was your day?
Well, it was a busy day too.
Mm.
We went out this morning and came home and did laundry, cleaned up the house, and Fess came over to help fix up the radio, and that was it. I
Yeah.
did my laundry, I did everything.
Well, that's great because I didn't get a chance to do any housework today. I've been out and about,
Wow,
and yeah, every running late and everything a little bit. But here we go.
that's right,
We're
that's
here,
right.
8 o'clock,
Yes,
and we're on.
that's right. So yes, welcome again to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken on Island Zone Radio. For a long time we were not on, and there's so much going on. But I want to tell you, last week Monday night we did a live video on.
Liberty Avenue.
We drive through Liberty Avenue, and that was a great success. We got nearly 20,000 people watched that show, which was
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Fantastic.
And
It was
so,
fantastic. It was very nice going through Liberty Avenue, seeing, usually when you go shopping, you go during the day,
right.
except sometimes when you have, like, when I do have big events, I would go in in the nights because then you get a chance to park. But this time it was like between working time and when people were
Coming off
coming
work and
off
so
and
on.
going
Yes.
home. But it was a nice experience.
Yeah, yeah. We talk a
Mhm.
little bit, you touch a little bit about immigration, and I think
Mhm.
things have calmed down now when it comes to immigration. I don't hear people talk
Uh,
much about it now.
no, it's still going. It's still
You
going.
think so?
This morning there was a lot of stops on the Grand Central Highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
By
they were
police?
by police. They were both sides. I don't know what they were checking for, but I know there was
Oh,
points. There was police points
oh, wow.
on the Grand
They
Central.
probably did it late because I was in the Grand Central like from
Mhm.
7:30 to 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
But and talk about that. It's good to always walk with your driver's license. Have some
And take
form
a
of
picture.
ID.
And take a picture of your green card, your residence card, or of your citizenship paper. Just take a picture and have it handy in your phone.
Yep, it's a good thing to do.
It's a good thing to have. Yeah.
Um, so yes, that's for the immigration. So we probably will do more of that kind of thing. The only bad thing is that Radico myself, we don't have a lot of time. Um, but I like the idea. So, you know, moving forward, as soon as probably after next month, excuse me, what we probably I'll probably get one two random people and Radhika myself, and we'll bring one two different stories in a different style rather than just being in the studio talking about these
Mm.
things. I think people like the more informal things, right?
Yeah. It makes a difference sometimes. I don't know. It's
Uh,
throwing me off the.
Oh, you can't watch you can't if you watch it, it's going to throw you off. So I am
Okay.
not I'm that's why I'm not watching the screen because what's going on is that we're having a little delay in time. So
Mm.
I had the same problem last night where I'm watching myself on the screen and listening to myself, but so then I realized I can't do that. I have to continue talking because what would happen is that if I'm listening to myself, then there will be a big delay. So let's not pay attention to the screen, how we look. Let's just continue to
I
talking.
see my hair like it's flying all over. So,
Oh, okay. Yes.
anyways, I'm not gonna watch it then.
No,
All
don't
right.
watch the screen. Let's
So
watch me.
yeah.
Watch Handsome by Kenneth.
So first of all, we want to say welcome and thank you guys for coming on, for joining us this evening. I think we have a couple of viewers on. We
Y-
do have a couple of viewers, but I
Yes,
keep getting
yes,
lost here.
yes.
Yeah.
I have my sister Anita Daulat Ram is
Mhm.
watching, and we have Miss Nan Maraj Singh is watching from St. Clouds and with
Thank
a lot of
you.
love.
Thank you, sister. And sorry I didn't call you out last week. I just saw that you were on after I reached home.
Okay. So Fess is saying there is no delay, which is a good thing. Debbie Narayan Castro, good evening to you. Hafiza Khan, good evening. Ryan, good evening. Thank you very much. Shelly Tikaram, a very good evening to you. And guys, please share the live so that your friends and your family could watch the show.
We have Bansi Prasad. Thank you for coming on. Rowena Lal. Okay,
Oh,
thank
Ronnie's
you.
on?
Yeah, Roro is on here. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. It's a cold evening here in New York, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Also, Rajesh
Mm-hmm.
Mahadev, good evening to you. Nadia Hamilton, a very good evening to you.
All right.
So today we have a lot of things to talk about, and a mixture of things. Do you think we should get off the hot topics first that we didn't mention above?
What do
Or
you
you,
want to
how,
talk about? What do you want to
well,
talk about
you
first?
know, today, yesterday we talked about on my show with Dr. Narayan that about domestic violence, that teenager suicide in Guyana, and today I was so surprised that today I just found out that there is this young girl husband was abusing her, and after he was abusing her, what he did, she did, excuse me, she called a taxi. And after she called a taxi, she called it, the mother called a taxi for her to go by her mother. And so after she went by her mother, the husband came at a later time to see her and asking her to go home back. And she didn't want to go. Excuse me. And so what happened is that her husband started to fight the girl again. And after he was doing that, the mother came in, intervened, and like any other mother, didn't want him to beat the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did, he picked up a knife and he stabbed the lady and
The mother,
the
the
mother-in-law,
mother-in-law.
and she she died.
Oh,
And so sad, it
terrible.
is so sad. And the young girl went to the hospital, and she later discharged herself out of the hospital because she got a young child home. And Radhika, to be honest with you, I don't understand and don't know when our Guyanese men, and I want to address the men, when are we going to really learn? Why are we killing out our ladies? Why are we killing out these girls? Why, if you know that you can't make it in a relationship, I mean, it's easier said than done. Get some counseling. If the counseling don't work and you see that you guys can't make it together, the best thing to do really is to leave each other and move on.
Move
There is
on.
so many other women and men out there,
Wow. That
you
is
know.
crazy.
So
That is
he's going
really
to end up
crazy.
going to prison, and the mother is going to be there with her child. I hope that sometime that we could reach out to that mother and see how we can help in some way, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
But it's sad, and this is why, Radhika, they always say that getting out of an abusive relationship is hard and it's difficult, and you have to make careful planning to do so. And here it is that this young lady, my
Mm.
mother-in-law, is dead right now.
My goodness, that's
So,
crazy.
and I don't know when things gonna really get better in Guyana. When or are we do we need to educate our young people that what, if you need help, go to the government, or go to the police and secure yourself. Um,
But they have been doing that. They have been reaching out to the people to come out for help.
they did. I
But
see that a couple of times too.
emotions, emotions happen, and I don't know what to say with these people that they have a family. You have to dedicate to the family. You know,
And
make your family happy. That's what you have to do.
the thing is
Strive
now a child is going to
together.
left,
Yeah.
without
Mm-hmm.
the father is going to be in jail.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He will
Mm-hmm.
spend probably the rest of his life in jail. I don't understand, Radhika, I don't understand the concept of what they are really thinking to go and take a life, to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's crazy. It's the moment they get frustrated and they get so angry they can't think,
Hmm.
and they do need help. They
And
do need help
one
to
of the
get help.
first thing they could do really is to start with anger management.
Mm-hmm.
Start with anger management. I mean, we all get upset, and but we have to control ourselves because it would not lead us into a good place. The other thing that's on top of my mind, and we didn't get to talk about it, where this young girl in Guyana, um, and just bear with me. I'm going to give Veronica over the mic in just a couple of minutes after I finish because I know she got a lot of things to say too. But I want to talk a little bit about abuse and these young girls. A couple of days ago, this girl who she is allegedly that she was raped and she eventually committed suicide in Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
And after she was placed in her tomb, this guy went in and he broke the tomb and he probably allegedly had sex with her or whatever he did
With a
with that, yeah,
corpse.
with a corpse, you know. And I have to tell you that when you do these kind of things, Radhika, you have a mental problem because no
Definitely.
person of normal who have a good sense that would want to go and have sex with a corpse. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
there is a sickness.
It is
There
a
are
sickness.
there are
So,
there are a lot, not a lot of, but there are a quantity of men
right,
who that's what
they're sick, right?
they're sick.
But
Yeah.
then there is another story that I was listening to where this young girl, probably 14 years old, she met this young guy on TikTok or one of these platform, and he came from Berbice, picked her up at some car park, and he took her to Berbice. They had sex probably about 3 times, so he said. And we are waiting for a coffee too while Gita is doing her thing
Okay.
because we did not get any coffee. She just walked through the door. It's unfair to tell her to make coffee now,
I
right?
think so.
But it's okay. She loved me, so she will do, and she love you too, so she she gonna make the coffee. So I want to tell these young girls, say 14-year-old, 13-year-old, go to school, take your education, leave these guys alone. You know, I remember hearing somebody say you will have enough time to have sex, which is a true story.
Hmm.
And so go to school, take your education, and so that you could be marketable for yourself. Now the guy he had the nerve to ride with this girl with it on his bicycle motorbike from Georgetown, I think, to Berbice. He wasn't scared.
Hmm.
So police got involved, and he is. I think they arrested him. So let's be careful. And parents, you know, a lot of times, and I see here, we don't really pay attention to our children, what they're doing and what they're not doing. And of course, there's a lot of predators on Facebook, on this platform. So be very careful and be very mindful. What you're doing and who you're communicating with. And so, do you think parents should peek into their children's Facebook page sometime?
Of course, I do believe so. Yes, yes,
You think so?
I do believe so. That it's a good idea just to keep. My mom used to keep track of my exercise books, my homework, and everything.
Oh, really?
When I was sleeping, she would go through all my book
Oh,
bag, all
wow.
my books, and everything. Yeah.
Wow. So, Sugrim, how are you, brother? It's good to see you on. Where are the parents? And I tell you something. You know something, to be honest with you, sometimes we blame parents, but these children wicked too, because I know story, right? Some children dress up with a school uniform, and when they take their book, their out the short mini skirt and pants and jacket and put it in the bag, and they throw it, hide it somewhere in the yard, and so when they're going to school, they go with the uniform, and when they go to some friend house or somewhere in the bathroom, they change their clothes into their hot, sexy clothes, and they go and do the thing.
Now the children have more freedom than when we were growing up, I believe, too. They
Yes.
go out and they can do more than we used to do. And our days, it was from school to home, school to home. And when you went out with the parents mostly. So, I
Absolutely.
mean, there's always a way to get away with things with the parents. But my mom was on top of everything.
She was on top.
Yeah, my dad was more lax, but my mom, she would go through our stuff. She would check all our bags, all of us,
Um.
without us knowing.
Oh, wow.
Or then sometimes when you come home too, she would call you like on the spot and check it right there.
Mm.
Hmm.
But before I forget, I know that your sister passed away. We didn't get to talk
Oh,
about your
yeah,
sister,
yeah.
and so on. So on behalf
Hmm.
of myself, my family, our friends, our viewers, I want to extend to you and to your family our deepest sympathy. And I didn't want to go there, but you know, we have to do that. But don't get sad. But what I want to tell Suresh Sugrim, I am very, I know I didn't talk to him afterward much, but we got a lot going on here. But Suresh, I have to tell you, thank you so much for your love, your support, and for taking me around in Florida, back and forth, an hour back and forth. And you know, it really meant a lot to me. So, people like you make the world a better place. So, thank you very much. And so, let's see what else can we talk about. Let's say hello while Radhika catch her breath there. Norma Seniorina, very good afternoon to you. Mintry, Sandra Rampersad, a very good afternoon to you. Um, let's see. Debbie Castro. Let's see what Debbie says. Each time that I hear this, I am so thankful that I had the courage to run away from mine. With a 3 year and a pregnancy with twin, I left with $7 and did not turn back. And
That's the way to go.
I wonder.
Independence, you
Yeah,
can
I
do it. You can do it.
we can. And I wonder if Debbie, let me know if you want to come on the air and we could talk about this.
Debbie's my friend.
Oh, your friend?
Yeah,
So
Debbie,
bring
oh
Debbie in
yeah.
one day.
Mm.
Bring Debbie in so we could talk a little bit about how difficult it is. And sometimes, your story and other people's success story give people hope that what, one, do it, two, do it, I can do it too. So if you have a story, I am planning to that. I got two things I'm doing right now that's important. We are doing our show next month, the
Oh yeah,
ninth,
talk about the
the
show.
9th of March. The 9th of March is our third International Women's Day right here in Little Guyana. We are so proud of that we could do this. So thank God for that. Thank you. We get our coffee. It's nice and it's hot. So yes. So I always like my coffee anyway. So yes, we have our International Women's Day. Radhika, it was so tough getting these names. Like we get a lot of names, but it's so tough to choose the names because so many great girls and women we have in our society that's doing great work. And I feel bad, but y'all keep
But
holding.
we have still next year.
Yes.
It's an yearly event. So
Yes.
whoever is not on this year,
Right.
we had a couple of representatives, we had a couple of nominees,
Yeah.
but whoever is not on this year, we still have coming up next year.
And they're
So,
holding my hands back because they
mm.
don't want me to go
Oh,
overboard.
he goes overboard. We set it at 10. I think he's already a little over that, but one or two, right?
Yes, and
Mhm.
I think it's your family. Good night, cousin and Ken. Rohini Maharaj,
Yeah.
a very good evening to you.
That's my
Um,
cousin in Suriname.
yes, yes. Um, the Mintri Ramprasad, where is the parents nowadays? You know something, and we talk about parents sometimes, but these children these days, they own way, a lot of them, and they just do what they want to do. And
Hmm.
because parents don't want to get in trouble, they let things slide.
We have lost control. We have lost,
Because
as parents, we have lost some
the
control.
police come and take away your kid,
Hmm.
especially if you're in the States, you do anything wrong, they take the children away and they send them to foster care and all these kind of things.
Hmm. That's true.
And now to in Guyana, you get problem.
But the thing is that the kids too should be aware of everything that is going on. They see the news, they know why these things are happening. They should be cautious. They should be careful with who they're talking to, who they are meeting with. Tell somebody what's going on. You have a best friend, even talk to a friend. And you shouldn't go be meeting, I don't think you should go meeting people by yourself without anyone knowing where you're going or what you're going to be doing. And I don't know. You want to be grown up, but it's not that easy as you guys think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Norma Senior, a very good evening to you. I want to see um, who else? Mr. Bak, Shahid Baksha, very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much. And Suresh said he's watching Florida. Each time that I hear this, she said, let me see, Castro write something again. So sad. Some of these stay at home wives and mom makes a man feel like they are dependent on them financially. This gives the man power over the woman, which is kind of true too. That's why I encourage young people, Radhika, to go and get an education that in case anything happened later on in life, and it doesn't have to be abuse if your husband die or he gets sick, that you as a woman, that
Yeah,
you
you
will
never
be
know
able
what
to.
life throws at you. Life throws lemons. Sometimes you get good days, sometimes you get bad days. Circumstances change.
And
It's always good to prepare yourself.
children nowadays think that their best friend is like their parents. They go and confide in the friends. And the truth of the matter is these days, friends is the one who really lead them astray sometimes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
Mike Sanyasi is watching from Toronto, Canada. Good evening. The man Roger Singh is on. Thank you very much, Roger Singh. Um, Roger Singh, I sent you an email and I'm waiting for some Dachna from UI. Sherry Williams, a very good evening to you, darling. Me and Sherry had a good laugh today. That, it's sad though that our community is so broken, and we are trying our very best to help our community. So, um, you know, that's another, oh Lord, that's a whole another topic of discussion to have. But Roger, thank you very much. I cut short you there just now, but listen, it is true that I sent you an email. I didn't see him. I only hear Sherry said good night to him. That's how I know that he's on.
Mhm.
And so I sent you an email asking, like I said, for a little paisa or dachna. And I hope that I get a response from you by tomorrow. Um, Radhika, can I say one thing, though, that's on my mind?
And then,
Um, sometimes people see that we are doing these shows and think that we are making a lot of profits and so on. But I want to give people a little breakdown about this. Like this year, last year, it cost us like $4,000 to get the hall, to pay for the hall for 4 hours. And this year we are lucky because of Japneet. We are getting the hall for $3,000. But the thing is that we have to buy food, right?
we have
We
to
got
get
to
food, we have to get drinks, you have to get,
go ahead and start. Yeah.
yeah, there's expenses that are incurred. And at the end of the day, it's not that how much tickets you sell or how much money you get that that makes this. We have to pay for the well, some people donate for the awards,
Yeah.
but you still have to get some of the awards, right? And if you're getting citations and all of that,
Yeah.
everything costs a little bit of money.
We pay for some
So,
things. A lot of food too.
mhm.
Like a tray of food is like $100. How much is it? I'm not
Yeah, with
sure.
inflation, everything has gone up. And our tickets is only $65. Nowadays, the
Yeah,
tickets are over 70,
hundred
75,
dollars and
100
so on.
and up,
We
100 and up.
yes.
So,
Um,
whatever we're trying to do is to bring the community together. As you say,
Right,
people are
right.
divided. And this is one way of revering the women and bringing the community together
And to
too.
uplift some of our
Because,
women.
yeah, because we do need this unity between ourselves and not the bickering. Neither Ken nor I, we haven't seen any money from any of these shows as yet.
I really wish that we could get some money. Um, the computer actually that we're using to do the show. A lot of times to do this show, Radhika will tell you that I will ask for $20 here or $50 here. Or when I went and bought our computer, $2,000, I took my wife credit card and went and shop for this. So, and I see somebody went and asked yesterday. They want to know how our money spent, and then we sent last year about 15 barrels. We sent Walker, we sent Kane, we sent a crate, we send three higher lift for our patients, for the nurses, them to lift heavy patients. So we are hoping to do a lot of things for Ghana. And, Radhika doesn't work. I work a little bit. And the truth of the matter is, yes, we get some donations to do things what we got to do. But we really want to make a difference to help those underserved people in Ghana and those who are poor and that cannot afford to buy stuff. So that's what's going on. Maharani Bechan, a very good evening to you. Um, Anita Lachman, very good afternoon to you. And Debbie said, yes, agree, kids knows what's going on out there. School needs to bring back prayers every day in class. Parents needs to sit at least 1 hour each night to talk to their kids and a bit.
With that, I believe that, parents and the children should have at least a dinner together, dinner, at least one meal together and talk about your day, about your projects, about what. That is very important, Debbie. I really believe in coming together. Like in my house, it's only my husband and myself, but Ken knows what time you can call me.
About 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That's
Yeah.
it.
From 6 to 8, that's our time to talk, have dinner, and maybe watch a little bit of TV.
Sometimes I get a
Um,
little jealous because I'm the radio husband and I call in the middle of food.
in the middle of
But
food. Well, what did my husband tell you the other day?
oh Jesus Christ, the husband said, "What something you're lucky that you
No, he's
he's lucky.
happy.
He's happy that my wife loves you."
Uh-huh. There you go.
So that's how it goes. What can I tell you? But it's a beautiful world, like I said. when people help each other, and that just goes to show, even to when I was going to Florida, I just Suresh offer me a place to go and
So
everything.
hospitable,
Yeah, and so
very, and
and that's what
you know.
makes the world a better place. Help
Mm-hmm.
each other out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what we gonna do and talk
And
about
Girly
next?
Prasad too. A
Oh yeah,
special
she
thank you
came.
to Girly Prasad. She came a couple of nights, and we became very close and like sisters during that time that she came. I had time to interact with her, and she came and she was there with my family. She was singing. We
Yes.
had, with everything, we had a good time with the people who supported us. So I just want to put a shout out to everyone who came, and you were with us. You were there for us. So thank you guys.
I missed that damn flight. I still cannot believe that I missed that flight. Jesus Christ, and
That
I
was
sit
fun.
right next to the door.
Now I can laugh about it.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah.
And I went there a couple hours before to sit there and wait. Anyway, Lavina, Arjun. Good night from Canada. Keep up being a blessing. God will reward you. Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice. And these are some of the kind of comments that makes me feel nice.
Mhm.
Not the money
Right.
and the big gifts and all these things. It's good comments. All right. Radhika says she wants a love song. Oh God, what kind of love song is this now?
I mean, Valentine was just away, yeah, a
Oh,
couple of
okay.
days ago, so we can talk about what we did for Valentine's. I'm going to ask you guys, what did you do for Valentine's in a little bit? So, but so far, we hope that everyone had a fantastic Valentine's weekend. There were lots of parties and celebrations in the name of love, right? Valentine's Day is also for our furry friends. Did Lola get a Valentine's Day gift?
No, Lola get gift every day.
Okay, so
Every
she's
day.
spoiled. Mhm.
Did you see that? Like today, I was Lola. You know what? Lola is too spoiled. I can't tell you really. Really, she's in control. She controls me. Morning, I wake up. I have a reason to wake up because I hear her cry. She want to go to the bathroom, so I
Your
wake up.
alarm clock.
She's my alarm clock now, so I wake up for that. So I'm busy, and today I hear she speak. My son tell her to
Mhm.
speak, and she was speaking. That's another story. And sometimes
She
in
want a gift now.
yeah, and
Hmm.
so do you know that we never know that dog was so smart, that they do things and we treat them so like dog in Guyana, but over here like
That's funny. You say the dogs, we treat them
like
like
dogs.
dogs.
I mean, but over here now they are really like your child. Lola, like
Mhm.
my child, she come down. I prepare her food. She come down. She eat. She mess. I take care of it, and you know what I'm saying. Um, so let's play this Elvis song.
Get it.
Wise men say only fools rush, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with like a river flows surely to the sea,
Sherry, love this song.
darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with.
Beautiful. Welcome back to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken. And I see Sherry and a couple of other people say they love this song.
Oh, this is a classic.
You like this
This
song?
I love it.
Oh,
It's a
really?
classic.
All right.
Yeah. I
So
like
this,
to listen to this song at home in bed with the rain falling and the song playing
what about Pedro next to you?
next to me too.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yes. So before we go on, I want to congratulate your son Kevin for his baptism.
Yes.
You know, that was so nice. This young man is certainly on the right path. How was how was your day? I know you had to go to work, but you came out to go to the baptism. You know, that's a great day. It's a big day for him.
Right.
So,
I was surprised that he came and he said, Daddy, that I want to be baptized, and next Sunday I'll be baptizing. That
mm,
I want you to come. And so, we're always short of nurses, and so it's hard for me to get a day off sometimes. So,
mhm.
but I said, they don't ask for a lot, and when they do, I like to make that
Priority.
priority. So I went yesterday, and I was glad that he decided to be baptized. And Rika, it's a good thing. It's a good way to see life, and that's great. So congratulations to Kevin. Ken baptized when he was a little baby,
Hmm.
so both of them is baptized. And like you and I know that when we get our children, all we want them to do is to do the right thing.
Of course.
And
And as parents, we should guide them too.
yes,
Hmm.
so
Yes.
that was it.
So we have Tara saying she's back from her travels, I guess. Welcome
Yes,
back. I'm not sure I can never keep track of where you are or
right,
where
right.
you're going, but glad to have you back, Tara. And we also have Mintry, Sandra Prasad, Ram Prasad. She says she loves all Elvis Presley songs, and so do I. Sherry Williams, yes, I'm enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying as well. That's, yes, a very romantic tune there. So let's see. Debbie says dogs are like humans, and when you look into their eyes, all you want to do is give them a hug.
Oh,
That is that is absolutely true. But I'm kind of scared of dogs since I was bitten by one,
right. No,
so I'm kind of shy of
right,
them.
right.
Yeah, it's mental for me,
We're
but
gonna work you into love a dog. I am surprised though that I fall in love with Lola so much.
no, but everybody that I see have these beautiful puppies. They are so taken by them,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
My son has one. He has a Maltese, and when I
Yes.
go, he jumps on me and I play with him, but I'm still a little bit shy and scared of them.
You know what I noticed? We got a lot of newcomers on we first timers. Nadia, very good evening to you. Zorina Cyril, good evening to you. Um, Gastello, good evening to you. Vicky, good evening to you. Sabrina Ali, good evening to you. Shaglari, oh God, I'll name long. Kam, Kamla Saran, very good evening to you. Mahesh Ramkisoon, very good evening to you. And Mintry said, I love Elvis Presley song. Beena Singh, a very good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. JJ, good evening to you. Our beautiful friend, Miss Shari Williams, good evening to you. Shemati, good evening to you. Sohan Danraj, very good evening to you. Parbu Dayal, Sami, good evening to you. Amina Kayum, good evening to you. Our good friend Mr. Vishnu Mahadev is watching.
Mm, good
Thank
for you.
you.
Mhm.
Bibi Mohammed, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much. And so, Lochan, a very good evening to you. Shari, thank you. Good evening to you. And Shelly, Shaliza Ali is watching from Ghana. Our girl, thank you very much. So, um, we take
Yeah.
nearly 1 hour and didn't start our
We
show
didn't
really.
start really, right? We've
Right.
just
So,
been chit-chatting all the time. So today was President Day,
right,
right?
right.
Every year, the third is the third Monday of the month of February, President Day. Or would you say it's happy birthday to George Washington?
Yeah, but they say it wasn't his birthday too. I was ready
No,
to
his birthday was it was in December. I guess his
Right,
birthday is in December.
right.
But technically, they celebrate both events, which makes February 17th a federal holiday. So today, it all originated with Washington's birthday, but it later expanded to include and to honor all the multiple presidents.
Absolutely. Yes.
So today it's President Day, and all government offices, schools, most of the banks, stock market, post offices. There was no mail delivery today, no trash collection. You know, everything was on hold and standby. But the good thing, restaurants and retail shops are open,
Yes,
will
I
be
went to store
open.
today. Yeah, definitely.
So we just want to say a happy President's Day to all, to each and every one of you.
Yes, I see
And
your daughter is watching Miss Anjani
Anjani,
Olarti, Babita Prasad. Thank you. Navita Budu, thank you very much. Bagwanti Bimal, good evening.
I'm not getting everybody, but
Yeah.
okay. Yes, so talking about birthdays, I think we should have a birthday song because I'm going to do some birthday shout outs.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yes. All right. So February 14th, a shout out to all the Valentine Day babies. Neil, that's our friend Lalita Singh's son,
Right.
had his birthday on the 14th. Also, my very, very good friend Nadir Bakas, who with him I'm currently working another project.
Yes.
And you guys will know about that project. I told you about it, but more to come about that. Also, on the 14th was my Samdi in Florida, Judy Sahatu birthday.
Yes, yes.
So happy birthday to you guys. And yesterday, it was my friend Bharat Lachman birthday in Canada. Roxanne Hamilton, no, she's Roxanne Walker
Yeah,
Hamilton,
yeah, yeah.
right? It was also her birthday. Happy birthday to you guys. And today is your cousin,
Yes, yes.
your
Romeo.
cousin Roy,
Right, yeah.
Roy Siegobin birthday.
And my
Also,
cousin K2 from Guyana too.
your cousin Kay. There
Patricia.
you go. Okay, happy birthday. And it's also my niece, Hema Miraj, birthday in Guyana. Anila Rogers, she's also the daughter of my friend Indra Komal. And tomorrow, we want to advance this birthday greetings to our dear sister of the heart, Miss Girly Passad.
Yes.
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Oh.
And we also, my friend Anand, he's on the Anand and Parvani on Facebook, but happy birthday to you guys. And coming up this week, February 20th,
Mm-hmm.
shouting out, shouting out happy birthday to my daughter,
Oh God.
Anjani Olarte.
Mm.
And also the same day is my friend Sabrina Dayal's daughter,
All right.
Anushka
Oh
birthday,
wow.
the 20th. I told her, girl, we were both in the hospital at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
doing our thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my coming up soon, my brother-in-law in Canada, Rishi Misir, and also his wife, who's my cousin,
Oh wow.
Shanti Misir,
Yes.
birthday is coming up too. And not forgetting my friend Nirvani Rajkumar. Happy birthday to you, Nirvani. And nephew Rudy Autar, and our dear friend Kish Ramnarayan Rambarak. You know,
Yeah, and also
it's
it's
his birthday.
Ish birthday. My brother-in-law is
Ish birthday. How can I
right.
forget that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
happy birthday, Ish. Yes. And also our friend birthday is coming up, Apache Warrior.
Oh, good,
His
good.
birthday is coming up soon. And also to Parvati Tate Singh and Ino Raghubir. Her their
Mm-hmm.
birthdays are coming up thing. And I want to say we were five. We were five siblings, now we are three.
Oh,
So I want to make a shout out to a happy heavenly birthday to my brother in heaven, Tejpal Maraj. We call him Sona Maraj.
Hmm.
So God bless your soul, and may you have everybody happy and laughing as you always do. He was a soul that wherever he went, he took joy. So,
And Angie said, "Happy anniversary to you and to my dad."
oh goodness,
So
yes, on the
happy
20th.
anniversary!
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys. I actually forgot about that.
All right.
So
So
yes,
congrats.
thank you, thank you, thank
How
you.
much years you
Mm.
guys have been married? 20 years?
20, huh?
It looks like more to me.
20, Jenny's in her 40s.
Yeah, yeah. She's funny. Yeah, yeah. That's not like Jesus. So that's a lot of years.
A lot of years. Mhm.
And
I got to count it next week, I'll tell you.
okay.
Mm.
And a very pleasant good evening to Mr. Jason Dasrat too. It's good to have you on, brother. Keep rocking it, all right?
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
Yes.
My
Yes.
friend also, Rupnarayan Singh is watching. How are you doing, bro? Um, Anjani Olarte said, Mom, shh. I say 40. I didn't say anything else. That's what I said, right? 40.
Hey,
Mm.
age is just a number. It's how you feel, right? I'm 60, I'll be 61 this year.
Oops. I'm not going to even
Papa
say how
getting
much I'm
old.
going to be. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So let's get the birthday song for all these birthday celebrants.
That's right. Let's go. A nice one.
Just for you guys.
Hey, बार बार दिल ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, बार बार दिल ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, ये हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. बेकरार हो के दामन का मालूम था बेकरार हो के दामन का मालूम किसका क्या मिसाल रूह है तेरी नामालूम किसका नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसी कोई नहीं है जिसके ये नजर दिख जाए बेमिसाल जो कहलाए जिसके ये नजर दिख जाए बेमिसाल जो कहलाए तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. औरों की तरह तुझ में भी तोहफा आज लाता औरों की तरह तुझ में भी तोहफा आज लाता मैं तेरी हंसी महफिल में फूल लेकर आता तुझे कहा तुझे क्या है फूलों की जरूरत जो पहाड़ खुद कहलाए हर गली का दिल धड़काए जो पहाड़ खुद कहलाए हर गली का दिल धड़काए दिए हजारों साथ ये मेरी है आरज़ू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Welcome back to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken. Like I said, I see a lot of new people coming on tonight. Annette Hanumanji, good evening. Maria Singh, good evening. Inshan Sultan, good evening. Shamir Budram, good evening. Vanessa Lovely James, good evening. Dilari Ramdin, good evening. Nanda Rupnarayan, good evening. Shakuntala Devi, wow, a good
That's a
name.
beautiful name.
Yes, Parmanan Diaram, good evening to you. No, Dani Ram, good evening. Sabi Deodat, good evening. BBS Gafur, good evening. Sharon Singh, good evening to you. And the beautiful Miss Lalita Singh, good to have you on, Lalita. I was looking at the
Yeah.
video of Lalita,
Oh
her
my God.
extravagant thing.
Yeah.
And
Always.
I want to know what kind of milk she's drinking because she's looking like fine wine every day.
Milk and fine wine, what a combo.
Combo, right? So,
Later, we just shouted out happy birthday to your son, Neil, as well. I don't know if you were on at the time, but we want to wish you guys a very, him a very happy birthday and a very happy Valentine's. It still goes on. It's still going on. The weekend, it's a holiday today, so it's still happy Valentine weekend.
Girly Prasad said, boys and girls. So,
Boys and girls.
yeah, we know tomorrow is your birthday. So, happy birthday. I'm glad that you tune in, that you know that Radhika, remember it's your birthday tomorrow.
Mhm.
And so, happy birthday, my dear.
Yeah, and tomorrow the Valentine's Day celebration continues. Arvin, myself, and a little group, we will be working with the seniors tomorrow. It's going to be in collaboration of the India Home, a senior center for senior care, along with the Prasad Community Affairs Pantry Inc. We will be having a little Valentine's Day celebration
Nice.
at 9:30 to 2 p.m. and it's going to be at the the Gopal Mandir.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it. The Gopal Mandir is on 97-53 104th Street, Ozone Park, New York, 11416. It's a free event, and we're inviting all the seniors to please come out tomorrow. It's at the Sri Gopal Mandir. It's right on 104, 104 and 101, like two buildings in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sundar Gopal Mandir, that's the name of it. Sri Sundar Gopal Mandir. And again, I have heard everybody, like a lot of people with this terrible flu
Oh, God, I'm
going
glad
on.
you talk about that. Yes.
It has been, rocking and a lot of people. I'm sorry to hear our dear friend Sherry Algredo.
Mm-hmm.
She is
She's
she's
getting
under the
better.
weather with that.
She's getting better, but
So shout out to her to, we speedy recovery. We are praying for your speedy
but as we're
recovery.
talking about that, Radhika, I hope that people are paying attention. And I keep hearing a lot of people talking how bad this flu is. So if you
Mhm.
get a flu, please, by
Mhm.
all means, stay home. Wash your hands, right, before you
Mhm.
do anything. Just make sure you sneeze in a in a tissue and throw it
Issue,
away.
right.
Don't go
My
anywhere.
daughter Anjani,
Oh, yes,
she was
you see?
sick for a couple of days with it too. Yes, so you know, as Ken said, wash your hands and stay, get some rest.
Right, right.
Let your body get the rest. Again, Ken, our Women's Day Award is going to be held on March 9th at the Liberty Palace. That's
Right.
on 130 and
130,
Liberty
11.
130 11 and Liberty Avenue, and it's going to be from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Right, right.
5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And our tickets are only $65. If you need tickets, you can contact Ken, you can contact myself, or you can contact our dear friend, our
Shanta,
associate,
Shanta.
Associate Shanta Flowers.
Yes.
All right, and you can call us if you want tickets. Those of you who want a table, we can we can accommodate that
Yes. Yes.
and get a little special on that,
Yeah, we could
right?
give you a special if you come on and get a table. Also, if you would like to, like I said, to rent the hall is $3,000. We are trying to raise that. And it's just uplifting women. And if you want to make any donations, just feel free to do so. You can always Zell me at 917-767-2248. Again, if you want to, thank you. Michael and Lily Naidu, they always support us and support our cause. And thank you very much for your beautiful bag that you've donated towards the
The
raffle.
raffle,
It's
yes,
a nice bag.
a beautiful bag.
I love it. I
Yeah,
saw it. So thank you very much.
yeah. Nalini is always a woman of style, so
Yeah, man.
you
Yeah.
know.
I wonder if she just make them big bag this and the way she dress up and thing. What if she sew herself or she when she buy her clothes?
I
She
don't
and her
know.
husband always supportive everyone in our community and they always dress up like we say in Guyana.
Mm.
99.
99, one short 100.
Zamin Jaikaran, a very good evening to you. Shireen, good
Ah.
evening to you. Rohan Ramdial, a very good evening to you. Chaitram, a very good evening to you. Pinky Bharat Prasad, a very good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Um, Girlie said good night, my beautiful sister Michael Nalini Naidu. Yes. So continue, Radhika, from where we left off.
Yeah. So I just want to shout out, um, can we have the Guyana song now? Because we're going to talk about, what's coming up on Sunday, 23rd. What is it?
Is
It's
it?
going to be February 23rd. Yes, we will be having Mushroom Money Guyana Republic Day. So let's get something Guyanese going there. Um, all the compatriots of Guyana, we will be celebrating Mashramani Guyana Republic Day this coming Sunday, February 23rd. And I know a lot of Guyanese are going home for this grand festival. So let's see. It's also called Mash because and it's one of the most important festivals in Guyana. Guyana is celebrating Republic Day on February 23rd to celebrate the nation becoming a republic since 1970, right? Our modern history says the modern history of Guyana started with the Spanish expeditions. The Dutch had started settling in Guyana in the 16th century. Spain had claimed Guyana as theirs, but because of the Treaty of Munster in 1648, they gave the power again to the Dutch people. In a recap, in 1831, Guyana became a British colony and would remain so until 1966. Some of the historical events that shaped Guyana during this time included the ongoing border conflict with Venezuela, labor problems, Britain's abolishment of slavery, Chinese labor migration, the East Indian labor introduction, etc. Then on February 20, February 26, 1966, a group of political parties led by the PNC formed a coalition government, and Forbes Barnum led this new coalition and took the colony to independence. On February 1970, as I said, Guyana declared itself a cooperative republic and removed the British monarchy completely from power. Right? We have what you call it, a lot of ethnic groups, six races in
Six races,
Guyana.
yes.
Yeah, six races, but one nation. On Mashramani, everyone comes out to celebrate. It involves many competitions, parades with fancy floats, costumes, band marches, and street dancing. Overall, this celebration, these celebrations are some of the most vibrant celebrations in the whole world,
Oh, wow.
right? Mashramani means celebration after cooperative work and is derived from the Amerindian and Guyanese Creolese English. This celebration reflects the cultural heritage of the nation and the various ethnic groups we come as one, right? So do we
Yeah, we're gonna get a song and let me just say, Miss Devi Totaram, good evening to you. Lynn Babu Budu, good evening. Kedar Matura, good evening to you. Shanta Seetal, good evening to you, my dear. Shirley Lilman, good evening to you. Shalini Ramitar, good evening to you. Violet Prasad, good evening to you. Jackdale, good evening to you. Our good friend Mr. Mohammed Askar, good evening to you. Pam Prasad, good evening to you. Darshani Grimes, good evening to you. Nita Sigo Paul, good evening to you. Rhonda Spencer Tom, good evening to you too. Um, Happy birthday to Girly Prasad. Yes, tomorrow is Girly Prasad birthday. We want to wish you a happy birthday, my dear. Sharma, a very good evening to you. Let's go with our Guyana folk song.
Celebrating Republic Day and Mashramani. Let's go.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish. But
That's
did you
right.
know that there's a YouTube
So
music app where you
this
can
week,
also listen to the
all
EDM
week, you're
version?
gonna have they're gonna have all kind of thing going on in Guyana, all kind of music and sport. All right. So don't forget Roy Sitaram. Good evening to you. Sharma, good evening to you too.
Yeah. Man, woman, and picnic. It's folk song time. It's time to wine. Hey, land of Guyana. I love you. Tienda. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a group, you not been tell me morning. But now because you money done, you hustle to tell me morning. Yeah. Geo,
Wrong sugar. Next to me.
Lady Bunting walk over here. Why, Rich? How you doing? Albion, you too. You know Pablo? Yeah, man. Bamboo fire is what kind of fire? Bamboo fire makes so. Bamboo fire is the hot fire. Bamboo fire makes so. Bamboo fire makes so. Bamboo fire makes so. So makes so. What? So makes so. Makes so. What? Artemis, all right. Yeah. Hierontimos, Sahala. Hierontimos, Sahala. 4 day morning, kakakro. Hierontimos, Sahala. Pick up your bundle, come let me go. Hierontimos, Sahala. Whoop. Neighbor, lend me your matter. The planting getting cool. You remember your small days? All the little children. Sing along. Small days is a good time. Small days is still on my mind. The neighbor had some little children. If you see how they singing, that's really admire them. Well, sing. Rick chick 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 conga day. Rick chick 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 conga day. Lift up your hand, conga day. Lift up your leg, me say conga day. Wind up your waist, conga day. Jump up, conga day. Jump up, everybody. Don't like you crazy. What the? People bought a line by the coconut now. Jane and Gage at the village fire run wild. Jane and Gage at the village fire run wild. Run a coca down something, rock away, run a coca down. Run a coca down something, rock away, run a coca down. Run a coca down, run a coca down, run a coca down, run a coca down.
All right.
Okay.
We'll continue with the song. Run a Coca Dam by Long Time Story, Long Time Song. Happy
Yes.
Mashamani to all our friends and family in Guyana, and I hope that they all go out and party
Yes.
safely, right? So yes, welcome back to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken. Our show really airs every Monday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sometimes, sometimes we are not
Because of
on.
circumstances,
That's it.
sometimes we don't get to come. We are not on. I was away for a month and a
Yes.
couple of days, and yes, but we're here. We're here. You guys will know when we're on. We will try to be here every Monday from 8 to 10. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We were a little bit absent, but things are getting back into the groove.
The groove of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. So as I was mentioning before, this weekend was full of love, celebrations, Valentine's Day. The day love and friendship is celebrated worldwide, Ken, right?
Yes.
February 14th has long been known as the day of romance, filled with heart-shaped chocolates, red roses, giant balloons at every turn, right? Candlelit dinners. It is their second largest card-selling holiday,
Oh,
Valentine's
really?
Day,
Yes.
so
Yes.
of the
Yes.
year,
Love.
yes. So what did you do on Valentine's Day?
Oh God, I didn't do nothing much, but it's good that Gita was home. We get to spend that day together home, so which is a good thing.
That
It
is a
normally
blessing.
doesn't happen
Yeah,
that
that's a
way.
blessing.
Yes.
Yeah, that is good. Um, what did I do on Valentine's Day? Oh, I went to Vidya Singh's.
Oh yes.
I had to go support my friend Vidya Singh's holiday, and I did not get to go to Lalita's party because my nephew turned 20 and he's home from college, and they had a little get
Get
together
together.
dinner for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But did you know that the average person, what amount they spend for Valentine's Day if they go out to eat? One person per person,
$50.
$50 now, with wine and a
Oh
couple of
wow.
drinks. It turns out they spend actually $189 to $190
Oh
per
wow.
person. Yeah. And do you know how much of these heart-shaped chocolates that
Oh,
we
that's a
sell?
lot.
Well, how much of that you can sell just for Valentine's Day?
Probably a million.
Over 36,000,
Oh wow.
more than 36,000. I alone bought about 18
Oh
of
wow.
that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and Valentine's Day is the florist's busiest day of the year.
Right.
Did
Right.
you know flowers have different meanings? I know you went
Yes.
you went by Shanta a little bit. You and a couple of you went to help
Yeah. Yes.
out a little bit, right? How is this your first year going there?
Oh no,
Or
I was there a couple of
you
times.
a
This
couple
was
of
probably my
times,
third
right?
year.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
Shanta does a good job. I like how she arranged these flowers.
mm.
And she
She's
get
a
a lot of
pro, yeah.
sales. She
Mm.
she does a fine and fantastic job.
Yeah.
And also with Shanta Flowers, she do a good job in our community to help us foster so many different things.
Right.
So we need to support Shanta Flowers.
Hmm. She's like part of our backbone too. She is
Absolutely.
associate, and we can't thank her enough for being there for us and how much things she's doing for us too.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And again, I just want to say the Women's Day Award on the 8th and the 9th. I keep saying the 8th, but
Yeah.
we changed the date.
The date.
It's
Yes, we changed the
actually
date.
March 9th. Yes, you can contact either Ken, myself, or Shanta for tickets. Our tickets are only $65, so
Yes.
we appreciate your contribution. If you take a table for 10 people, we can give you a little bit discount on
That's
the
right.
tickets. So,
Samantha Mangru, a very good evening to you. Rita Singh, good evening to you. Debbie Bikram, good evening to you. Pinky Sugrim, good evening. Sherry, Shani Jagrup, very good evening to you. Fazi Rashid, a very good evening to you. Najam, good evening to you. Inshan, a very good evening to you. Shirley Lilman, good evening to you. Reshma is watching. I think that's the Warrior Queen. I see she got a bad song came out the other day from, she's
nice.
a star girl out of Trinidad and Tobago. And
Hmm.
she is a fighter. So Reshma, all the very best in all that you do um, in Trinidad and Tobago and for the music. And she could move too.
I
Have you ever seen her?
I have not. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
she is a star girl in
Right.
in Trinidad. I know she
Now
is.
that you say
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
I'm
And
gonna check her out.
she's
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
colorful and always dressed nicely
Mhm.
for the competition. She stands out, by
Mhm.
the way how she dressed up. She go all out for these competition,
Wow.
and I
Wow.
only hope that
And that's the way you got to do that. Be
yes,
different. You know, stand out and make claim it. Claim
yes,
your
and
moment.
I know that she have been in the business for a long time now,
Mhm.
and I we wish her all the best. She is a favorite. Also, I want to tell you, her son is probably one of the one. I hope I'm saying Dolak player in Trinidad and Tobago. So, it's a rich culture in Trinidad, and
Mhm.
so she and her son, they've contributed so much into the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm glad to have you on, Reshma. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know if you
Yes.
hear what we're
Mhm.
saying. Um,
Then I just want to end up with the Valentine's Day stuff. You know, it's the florist's busiest day of the year, and I just want to ask you. I was going to ask you when I jumped the question. Do you know that flowers have different meanings? The color of the
yes,
flowers have different meanings.
they do, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the color
Mm-hmm.
they mean. And
Well, everybody know what does red roses mean?
love,
Love, passion, right? It means passion and romance,
romance. Okay,
right? All for love, right? Pink flowers is for
right.
femininity and grace, right?
Mm.
If you give peach flowers, that is because that person is so sweet
Ooh.
and for gratitude,
Hmm.
sweet and gratitude.
Right.
Yellow symbolizes happiness and prosperity.
Hmm.
So if you get yellow flowers, that is also very good. It's prayer for you to be prosperous in life,
Yes.
right? And orange is for enthusiasm and success,
Hmm.
right? So they all have their own meaning. And white also symbolizes purity and
Purity.
sympathy.
I love white.
Purity and sympathy,
Yes.
right? And I just want to say we have the Valentine's Day, which is for romance, for
Right.
friendship, for love, and some ladies are getting together and to celebrate Galentine's Day,
I
right?
wonder if it was a mistake you made.
No, I didn't make a
I
mistake.
didn't know Valentine.
Galentine's Day, and this weekend I was invited to celebrate with the Jahaji sisters. This coming Friday, they're having a Galentine's
Oh,
Day.
nice, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first, so I'm excited to go. And there's also the one where you're alone, and it's called the Quirky Alone Day.
Oh, wow.
The Quirky Alone Day, and that's for those who want to celebrate the day by themselves.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
some people just want to be by themselves, read their book, watch TV, be on their own, drink some wines, drink something. And it's actually a day that they can feel good. It's a feel good day for themselves.
Hmm.
And it's an alternative to Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, family is far away, you can always it's a day to celebrate. It's a day to celebrate anyway.
Yes, yes.
So I'm gonna ask you, did you get this song for me?
Which one of that song
The
do you
girl
want?
from Rose Hall
Rose
Town.
Hall Tongue Girl. But while I'm gonna look for that, I want to say a very special hello to Miss Rita Singh from Orlando, Florida. She's a sweetheart. She have been with me, since I started radio. Rita was with me. She always stayed by my side, and always supported me from 2018 to now, and she have not left my side. So, Rita, I love you and thank you very much for
Mhm.
um, your love
Re-
and your support.
Rita, no, I want to say something to Rita too. Rita is during the days I was in Florida when my sister passed away. Rita was with me on the phone several times a day. She would try to cheer me up. She was there. And I have to say, your nephew and my nephew, they are amazing. They took over the kitchen
Oh
and
wow!
they were
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
were
I saw that.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah, Ken get to see
Yes.
them this time. But thank you so much, Rita, for having my back. It was very nice that you were cheering me on, and I knew you were there. We were very far, but thank you so very much. right?
We're getting a lot of love to Vishnu said, thank you for your conversations. James
Mhm.
Hooper, a very good evening to you. Basmati Autar, she said she
Yeah,
loved we.
Basmati Autar, that's my sister. That's my more than my friend, she's my sister.
Oh,
She said we were sisters in Borts before,
all right. It's
Yeah.
all right.
So I just want to say a happy heavenly birthday to her husband who passed on a year ago, Basdale. And a very happy birthday. I already shouted out to Rudy, but I don't think you were on to Rudy Autar. A very happy birthday coming up, right? Yes.
Also, Basmati Autar, Basmati Autar, good
Mm.
evening. Chitra just tune in. Chitra, thank you very much for your love and your support. Ravi Kumar, a very good evening to you. My good friend, Miss Marjorie Arjun Pritipal, a registered nurse in Guyana. Um, Bibi Khan, a very good evening to you. Anup Danpat, a very good evening to you. I wonder if this is Anup Danpat from Trinidad and Tobago. Is that's him?
Yeah.
Hi, Anup. Thank you very much. And Anup,
Mm.
Anup does a lot too for our Guyanese and Trinidadian for folks together.
Our
So
family.
I hope that since Danu Anup is on, we have our International Women's Day. I have to try some or the other get connected with Anup because I know he's been doing a lot of stuff and Miss Sherry Algoredo always talk great things about Anup. So I know Anup for a long time and so we have to catch up with Anup. So thank you very much. Try your very best to come to the show. It's on March the 9th at Liberty Palace. Anita, a very good evening to you. Vidya Devi, good evening to you. Mandira Dil, good evening to you. Chitra Ramnarayan, good evening to you. Kay Thomas, good evening to you. Ramona, good evening to you. She's watching from Tampa, Florida. I
That's my
love Florida.
cousin.
It's like your whole family there, you know. That good. Listen, I tell each other, y'all come and join the gang and do like us. Get your coffee, sit down. It's a 2 hour conversation. Most of the time, we always have things to talk about. Alvin, good evening to you. Yvonne Singh, good evening to you. Indira Bridgemohan, good evening to you. I had some Bridgemohan family from I Flood Pasture. Geeta Jagnarain, good evening to you. And so let's continue our conversation, Monica.
Yeah. So, Ken, I was saying, I was listening to this girl, the song from I asked you to play tonight.
Oh, yes. Oh, Rose
The
Hagiol.
girl from Rose Autumn, and it brought back a lot of memories, and I want to talk about some of the memories and
Let's
things
rock
that
it,
this
baby.
year.
Rose Hall Tongue Gal.
Yes.
Let me see.
Your digital landscape changes fast. Yeah,
From,
transformation
I'm
drives
sorry,
growth, efficiency,
we
and
have to
accessibility.
get um some ads, but we come with the song. Don't worry.
Tech stacks that leave operation teams.
You're watching From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken on Island Zone Radio, and we're on every Monday night, actually from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I am just waiting for this song to come on. Barbara Dan, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much. We change up thing in the studio a little bit, so my mixing board is a little far away from me, so I have to stretch over my co-host to get to the board. But by next week, I am going to have it closer to me. So yes, you're watching From Our Hearts with Really Can Get. My very good friend, Miss Indira Amjad, a very good evening to you. And I know coming up will be a great discussion. I want to keep in the mix with Radical with the discussion that she wants to have about Rose Hall Tongyal, right? But God, the ad is so long. Um, let's see. I hope it come up soon. Um, yes, you're watching From Our Hearts with Radical and Ken. Um,
Just bear with us a second.
yes, Radical want this song special,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. I asked Ken to play this song because it has a lot of us. What can I say? I asked Ken to play this song, which hits a lot of us.
Let's see if this is what the one.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Mm-mm.
Who sing that song?
That's
Our
not it.
Barbies gal. No.
Yeah, but that's not the one. I'm sorry, guys.
If we know the singer, it would be better. David Ramatar? Um, I think I saw him just now.
It is, but this is a different version. Yes, so I was saying, I was listening to this song, and I think it hits a lot of us, not only in our hearts, but also in our souls, right? Let's go, Ken. That's it. Mhm.
Oh, Lado, after the discussion we got here.
I am in love with a girl. She is from Mozalta, but her mother was the cause for a separation. I love him one thing. She loved me honestly, but her mother used to say I couldn't get you.
This is for all them Barbies, girl.
Like a brother, her mother always accused me to be her lover. You never loved me like a brother. Her mother always accused me to be her lover.
Oh God, a lot of people want to carry them away. Ouch. I would have cared to tell you a long time.
I told her if I do this, that I would be wrong. You said, come on, my darling, to me you are mine. I say then, my darling, what will your mother do? You say I don't care, darling, as long as I'm with you. I start to go to her, and she couldn't stay. It was a funny morning when he gone away. Surrender, nobody wants so long. I swear I love you, Hannah. You are my only one. To us, to the station, you still tell them there that I'll be your husband. I went back to your mother with tears in my eyes. He is telling
No
me
song.
Hima can be my wife. I pray to God, Mama, she won Ganesh Baba. I know one day of prayer, they will be answered. I was making love with him one day.
Welcome back to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken. Um, I huh? Um, wonder if you guys are If you guys are hearing us, let us know. On the top right hand, you will see original song. Turn it on. Okay, so continue our discussion. What you want to talk about?
Okay, it's back on. All right. So yes, yeah, Rita, this is a sad song, and I was listening to it the other day, and it had me thinking, and in a kind of a reflective mood this last Valentine's weekend. That that first love that most of us lost, a lot of us had to give it up, that first love, right? And then there's that lingering feeling of what if, what could have been, right? Growing up in Guyana, most of our parents were married. They had arranged marriages, and they were accustomed to that route of arranged marriages. It was what they were geared for, and they seem to have grown into the love and respect and affection for each other. But I ask myself sometimes, did they actually feel that piercing arrow? Like
Oh,
when
child,
you
did he?
see that someone that blows your mind away,
Mm.
that what did they see in their loved ones? I was just reflecting on all of this. Did they just go across them and get accustomed in life? What do you think?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a beautiful thing to experience love in your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said that, when you love someone, things are very different in your life. And like I said, there's a lot of arguments that we could make. Long time, and I don't want to stray from the conversation. What I find with long time, you match up with people, with your husband or your wife, but the relationship lasts longer. And nowadays, you fall in love, and then you fall in love this week, and next week you might end up divorced. But yet again, it's a good feelings when you fall in love. It's a good experience.
I think that before the arranged marriages, they grew with each other and they knew how to make a living, and then they had these expectations. Like when you're in love, you have this expectation of the other person, right?
Right, right.
And sometimes then that they don't live up to what you're expecting. But I would always say that in a marriage, it's not looking for a good husband or a good wife. Like me, it would be being a good wife. For you, it would be being a good husband.
Right.
And that combination is has to be successful. But this song brought back like a lot of memories to me as one person who went through the sentiment of losing a first love, right? And it's one of the most painful experiences, right? Because that thing it lingers in your mind for years to come. And this song that we just listened to resonates with me. It does. I can feel the immense pain
Hmm.
of the lovers in this song.
Oh my God! And look how your eye light up and well up there. I would not further discuss this with you with your personal thing,
Yeah.
but Radhika, I have to tell you, it's kind of sad to have lived your whole life with someone who you don't love. There's
Yeah.
got to be something.
It has to be. It has to be. But as I'm saying, these girls from before and the boys, the family made the match. The family made the match and they complied with it. I don't know if because did they like somebody before? And I'm sure that they did. Some people they had to have like, got get feelings for somebody else. But when the parents come together and say, this is who you're going to marry,
Yeah.
some of them comply, you know. And some of these couples, they are in love, but then the parents disapprove, you
Yes.
know that's where that they come in there that because of differences in caste, in religion, social status, financial, if he too poor or she too poor, you know, to get into the family. And some of them even because of personal issues with the family, then they would go against these people getting married,
Right,
right?
right, right.
So this heartbreak, that follows this kind of a breakup is not just about losing the person you love. It also feeling powerless because of the force of the family and the society expectations of you. It's a very, it's very complicated, right?
Complex and complicated.
Yeah.
But
But at the end of the day, right? You go different ways maybe. But if you go on, you get married to somebody else and all of that. I still think there's lingering emotions
yes,
and resentment
I want to
against
tell
your
you,
parents.
wait, residual, I want to say residual feelings,
Right.
from the past, whatever it
Right.
is.
Mm.
And I like your argument and I like what you're saying to Radhika. But,
Mm.
as a father, right? As a father and you as a mother, we all of us, we have children. And, I really, Geeta and myself, we have said, you know what? We have our boys, whoever they like, let them marry, whether black or Indian or Chinese or Portuguese. The important thing, as long as they can love that person and they could have a good life, that all that matters. And you and I would have seen that we adult now, and we have lived our life, and we see whether you're fat, whether you're fine, whether you're rich or you're poor. um, it comes down to, you want as a parent that someone treat your child good and treat your child like, if it's like a prince or a queen or a king, if you know what I mean. You want them to live good. That's all what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
You want happiness, right?
Yeah, my friend Basmati says that she thinks it's a tradition that comes from India, the matchmaking. And yes, it is. And I know for a fact that family looked into other families that they know that were compatible, you know. And the caste system when I was growing up was very determined there.
Oh yes.
Yes.
And
There were expectations for the kids.
yes.
And I do think that the arranged marriages did work.
Yeah.
They did work because again there were no expectations from the couple. And I seen that now, a lot of it. Like I have gone to weddings and these people are so much in love. They do these huge weddings and everything. And then like a year or a year and a half later, they're having issues and problems. I'm like, why don't they remember how much they loved each
Chapel.
other? You know, instead of breaking up, why don't you try to fix it? You loved each other. That I don't think that love just die away like that, you know? So I'm appealing to the younger generation now. Work it out, Like they say before time, you're in a house, the electricity goes off. You don't sell the house. You fix the electricity. You fix what is wrong. So um let's work on relationships. I think the song took me back to a lot of thinking.
Oh, child.
I listened
I
to
could
it.
see we never
Yeah.
had this discussion with you. You never been this outspoken. And if
No.
I look at your eyes tonight,
Yeah.
it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But what can I tell you?
Yeah. And the sad thing about being in Guyana at the time when family had a say in all these business and all this romantic business, right? Um, the person who is you're told that you can't go ahead with the love of your life or whatever, right? So then you get resentments again, the parents or the family, right? You also live a life of regret later on.
Yes.
And there's always that deep sense of longing for what could have been
Right.
and wondering what could have been, right?
Right, right.
Some people are able to move on. Some people are able to move on with their life while others carry that wound on for a lifetime,
Yes.
right? They can't move over it.
And some people lucky to find the love after.
After too, yeah, we come into that too. And a lot of it, many people ended their lives when the parents do. You know how many sweet suicides, love suicides there have been?
Yes, yes.
They committed dual suicides, or either the girl drink poison, the boy hang himself. There was a lot of that back in my days, that when they say you can't marry, and those who were brave enough, they eloped,
Radhika,
get away.
let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And we are big people now.
Mm-hmm.
Big people conversation.
Yes.
knowing all that you know now, and listen, y'all forgive us if you hear we say something that you don't like, because I'll be honest with
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
With my relationship with my wife, and you can say what you feel in your opinion. Knowing all the things that you have known now, let me start the motion so you could blend in with me and nobody blame anybody. If I had known all that I know now, when Gita was 18 years old and I was 18, 19 years old, I would run away with that girl. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone with Gita. I didn't care what mother and father had to say.
But then destiny brought you guys back
But then we
together a
came
little
after a
later.
long time.
Mm-hmm. Somebody
And
said they can't hear us again. Gita, are you hearing us? Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know what's going on. That the song is going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
If um, let's see, are you guys hearing us? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, I would have kept Gita and I'll get away and I'll bear the consequences. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is that when we became adult, we had a
You
civil
knew
conversation.
what you wanted.
And then we
Mm-hmm. And
we
then
throw the hammer. We I throw the hammer already. Can you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done differently with all the sense you got now? You're a big woman, you're religious. Um, what how would you have lived life?
I think destiny plays a big part in what is to be and what is not to be.
Yeah.
You know, I will always have that thought behind my head, what if, what could have been. But I ended up with the right person.
Yes.
I ended up with the right person, so I think
Yeah.
destiny had
A different path for
a
you.
different path for me. Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro is a nice man too.
Oh, he
But
is wonderful.
let me tell you something, Radhika. I've been around. I'm going to be 61 years this
Mhm.
year. But what I found out, a lot of people left was in Guyana, and they end up leaving Guyana because they had to come here for a better life. But they have left their loved one in Guyana, you know, and things happen, and the loved one who they didn't get to marry or bring here, when they find out later on, they still end up having a relationship and they end up with each other.
I've known a
Is
couple of people like that.
is that
They
the
get
song?
no, they get married. No, that wasn't the
Okay,
song.
no, no,
The song
okay,
that they were lovers, but
yeah,
the mother didn't make it happen.
happen
She
right.
separated them.
Yeah, people come
And that story is kind of like my story.
oh, poor
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So, but it worked out well for
For
me.
me, right,
It
right,
worked
right,
out
right.
well for me. So, you know, as I say, many of the youngsters ended their lives. Tons of them that I know ended their lives. You would hear next, 1 week you would hear, oh, this body killed itself or that body killed itself because the parents didn't agree for them to get married for whatever reason. Because, as I said, religion, caste, and
Right, right,
money,
right,
and
right.
they weren't good enough for one or another or something like that, right? So sometimes, those who, as you say, sometimes when they get away, you know what happened when the first grandchild comes?
They love them.
They love
Oh,
them
they
more than
love, yeah,
anything,
yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody comes back as one.
One, yes.
If that person didn't fight for what they love to, right,
Yeah,
they would have gone separate ways or they would have killed themselves.
yes.
So destiny plays a big part in these
But
things.
you got to choose your destiny too sometimes. Because if you wait for just destiny come, nothing will happen.
Well, you don't know what is gonna. Every day it's a new sunrise, and every day there's new chances and choices.
Yes.
So you get to choose too,
Yes. Yeah.
what is going
But
on.
you know what? I believe in love,
Mm,
Radhika. I believe that everybody should get a chance to experience what true love really is,
of course, of
even
course.
even for a short time.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because
I
you know,
know, I know. I have some family members. I know my mommy. She was married. She was only married to my mamu like for three years. She had a little daughter. Then she had another daughter. At 21, she became a widow,
yeah.
and she never remarried because she
Oh,
said, "I can never find someone like my husband again."
but you never
And
know
she
though.
never
Well, you
remarried.
never
No,
know until.
well, now she's older. She doesn't,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
her
get that.
children thing. But I mean, some people, they're stepped in that way. And she had a love marriage. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
It's a good thing.
they had a love marriage. So she some people, they do not want to move on. Some can move on, some wouldn't move on. And she went through a lot of struggles because he died and left her with anything. So she had to bring, my mom as her sister-in-law. She helped out a lot, but yet still to bring up two daughters, it's tough.
Hey,
So
Soka Raja, a very good evening to you, my brother. Thank you very much for tuning in. As Rita said, your karma is with Gita. You was a good soul, Ken.
mm.
It's Runaway
And
song.
my karma is with Pedro. Not that I didn't have problem with him too. Him being, me being Hindu, Guyanese, and he being Venezuelan.
Spanish,
So
yes.
we had our to dos, and yet I did end up with him against all
All
the
the odds.
all the
Right.
odds. Yeah.
Esther B. Maraja, very good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. Nandini saying good evening to you. And Rita is active. Rita says she live in the sunshine. She probably got a sunshine there. Chitra, a very good evening to you. I can hear you guys now. Okay. Mina Kalu, the beautiful Mina Kalu. You know, I call Mina name today too, right?
Yeah.
I
Today
told
we
you.
talked about
We
her.
talk about Mina. Mina is a
Yeah.
beautiful lady. I love Mina Kalu, but and why I say that she always well dressed and always wears a beautiful smile to go with her exuberance, the way she
Oh,
dress and
she
carry herself.
and
Miss
she's
Mina
always
Kalu.
smiling against
I
some.
love her rich smile. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, Rita, she's a good girl. Debbie says, I can hear you guys. Yes, so we believe in love. Good night, Dr. Narayan. That Sukram, a very good evening to you. Was a good conversation last night. We had some good viewers. Over 2,000 people watched last night's show, so that's a good thing. And I'm so glad I listened to his show yesterday. And he's right. He called a shot. He said that I'm very passionate, and absolutely that I'm very passionate about domestic violence and all these kind of things. Um, the other thing is that, today, I don't know if Naren that heard today, um, if he heard today that with domestic violence, a guy murdered his mother-in-law because he married his. I'm being distracted. Sorry. What happened is that he was beating his wife, and the mother-in-law came in between, and he stabbed her, and eventually she died today. So, people see me talking about these kind of things, and to be honest with you, it's hard to, like, for someone like me who've been following these things to see all these things happen, domestic violence in Guyana. But I just move over there because I see Dr. Narayan that was watching. But go ahead again, Radhika.
Yeah, I just want to conclude. We're getting to 10 o'clock soon. So we're going to be off at 10. So let's hear this one, right? So sometimes, getting back to what I was talking about, sometimes those who do get married because of love, all is not better roses either.
Right.
Everything is not better roses. Sometimes you find disappointment when the relationship doesn't meet their expectations, as we said before,
Right.
and that can lead to a breakup.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
then the parents go say, maybe warn you, or maybe warn you about the girl, or. So it's the expectation sometimes, you have to work together with things. And one of the first emotions of first love can be a little bit overwhelming if you think about it. That love can grow, or it can also cause these disillusions, right? When the partners question their relationship. If things are not working out, did I do right? Did I go wrong? I could have done better or whatever. But it's working together. You make the choice and you try to make it happen, right?
Yes.
So, on reflection, what I want to say, I believe while first loves hold a special place,
First love never dies.
a special place in many people's hearts, that often serve as a foundational experience that shapes the understanding of relationships rather than lasting partnerships. If it doesn't work, sometimes, as you say earlier, it's better to cut and run.
Cut and run.
Cut and run, right? So I would like to salute to all tonight in all this era of love, this week of love. I would like to salute all those people who married their first love.
Ouch. Oh, now look how you light up the girl. Oh,
Their
but you're right.
childhood sweetheart,
Yes.
and they are still in love to this day,
Beautiful.
right? And on
Beautiful.
the other hand, I would also like to salute all those who found love after a breakup.
Yes.
After a breakup,
Beautiful.
Yeah. I also want to salute all those in love. For, as they say, as you said, love
Love never.
makes the world go around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And passion, passion makes the world go round. Love just make it a safer place, right?
Yes, yes.
Love makes it a safer place. And it is the key to life. Love is one of the most powerful force in the world.
Mm.
Nurture it, water it as you water a plant.
Ouch.
Right.
Oh, my partner, he on top of things. What happened to you really to
That
talk about?
song,
No,
that
I'm just playing
song.
with you. I'm just messing with you, Radhika. I could see your face light up and everything. But yeah, and I really totally agree with you that, you know what, it's a beautiful thing to find a true love, someone who love you and
Mm-hmm.
could show you what love is all about. And not only say that they love you, but by their very act and the deeds that they do, the things that they do for you, that you will feel love. And it's
Right.
important. And that's why I encourage our Guyanese men, especially when you get a woman that you love, when you get a woman who love you, you cherish her. Don't
Mm-hmm.
beat her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't treat her bad. Give her a good life. You know what I'm saying?
Treat her like a queen.
Like I just asked only about 2 days ago. In the morning I wake up and I turned to Geet and I said, if I be dead, right? When I be dead and if I be come back again and you see all everybody there, you go choose me again for your husband or you go choose somebody else. But you know me to start all kind of nonsense, you know what I'm saying? But I really do believe in love though, Radhika. I could not believe that I'd be sleeping with somebody who I don't love.
That I haven't fathomed that thought as yet either.
Yeah,
Like to sleep with somebody that
sleep
you
with
don't
someone that you
love.
don't love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
Right, right.
But again, arranged marriages, they had
Get to
to,
grow,
and they get
eh?
to grow together and they get to love each other. So that's another thing.
Yes.
And tomorrow again, as we're talking about love, we're still celebrating Valentine's Day. Tomorrow, February 18th, Arvin, myself, and a little group of us, Manju will be dancing for us there too, at 9:30 to 2 p.m. The India Home, a center for senior care, in collaboration with the Prasad Community Affairs Pantry Inc., we will be holding a celebration. The senator would be there.
Yes.
So, and it's being held at the Sri Sundar Gopal Mandir, 9753 104th Street, Ozone Park. It's a free event. Please come on. We're putting on a little skit for them, a little show for them. It's going to be beautiful. Come on out. It's called Dance Partners and Other Disasters. So come on out. And before we go, before you play the song and we say bye, just let us know again about the Women's Day, Ken.
All right. I see now Miss Shanta Flowers just tuned in. Oh, she probably tired. She late, but she got 6 minutes more with us. So our third International Women's Day is going to be the 9th of March at Liberty Palace from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Guys, if you need your ticket, just let Shanta, Radhika, or myself know. And if you want to pay ahead for your ticket, you can do so by selling the ticket money at 917-767-2248. Again, come out. It will be a beautiful evening where we get to highlight some of our beautiful women who have really significantly have done something for our community, and that's something who have done a lot for our community. We have from judges to regular person, but who have really done something for people. So I see Anjani said my mojo is treating me like
No,
a queen.
her motto is treat me
Oh,
like a
moto.
queen and
Oh,
I will treat you like a king.
oh, okay. She talks Spanish. I
Mhm.
mean, I know the Spanish thing, man. Shanta working hard, yes. And girly
Shanta is
person.
actually one of the hardest working women that I know.
Oh, Indy Ajodia, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much. Usha, a very good evening to you. We got Anita Ishdaulatram. Thank God they are coming from Canada to help.
Sabita, my friend, good night. How are you, darling? Long time no see.
Mona Wilshire, a very good evening to you. Lenny Ramutar, a good evening to you. Indira Molai, good evening to you. Um, Ingrid Sharif, good evening to you. Sabita Somar, that's your friend, right?
Yeah, that's my friend.
I have to get you to bring her. She's a good dancer, woman,
Oh my
She could
God.
dance.
And the best massages.
Oh, you told me that
She's a
already.
masseuse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that already. Um, let's see, Gwen. A very good evening to you. Well said, Sister Radhika. Gwen is always supporting me and you.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for all your love and your support. Interesting, Mato. Very good evening to you. Um, good night, Maharani Dubey. It's good for you to tune in. It's good. I am so glad I see her with a new sweetheart. Maharani, if you're listening to me,
Oh,
I want to tell
I'm
you from
happy
the
for her.
bottom, yes, I am
Mm.
glad that you have found love, that you are in love, and I see all your things, I read them, and God bless you, my dear.
Mm.
And I know that you went
I
through your struggles
She's
and
my
whatever.
friend, but I haven't been seeing her on my page.
She is in love, baby.
Mm.
She is doing her thing. So God bless
Yes.
you. If you hear this
Beautiful
voice,
woman. So,
yeah, she is a good lady.
you
Mandy
know,
Prasad.
before we go, Rita Singh just reminded me prayers for the plane that crashed in Canada.
Oh yes, there was a
Yes.
plane
Oh
that
my gosh.
crashed.
Yes. Today.
Um,
We're
we could
sending.
we could
Hmm.
talk a little bit about that just in 1 minute. Radha Pandey, very good evening to you. Dharamcharya Pandit Chunilal, thank you
Oh,
very much.
that's my Iraqi brother too,
Good to
all
have
the
you
way
on,
from
Pandit.
Venezuela. Thank you so much.
Zelina Rahman, a very good evening to you. Lisa Carr, good evening to you. Danny Bipta, good evening to you. Radha, good evening to you.
Hmm.
Usha Bisun, good evening to you. And so, Ukar Singh, good evening to you. So go ahead, Hannah
Yeah.
Rafiq, good evening. Talk, let's.
Rita, thank you so much for reminding me. Our heartfelt condolences to the family of Chola Prasad in West Palm. Sashila Tulsi, she's my friend, and her sister Sabita is my Bauji, actually. Vishnu Sharma is my cousin. So, my heartfelt condolences to the entire family. So sorry for for this. You know, he's leaving a great legacy behind.
Oh, okay. Then I think I shared that
Yeah, you
picture too.
did. Yeah, you did. But thank you, Rita, for Yes, they used to live in the Bronx, and I just see my cousin Danny Prasad logged on. Yeah, we're getting off in 2 minutes. So thank you everyone for joining us this evening,
Come back again
and
next week too.
and next week we'll be on again from 8 to 10. Join us, all right? Um,
I,
Girly Prasad, have a very happy birthday, darling.
And you know what? I want to play this song for all the ladies who is in love, and this song especially for my co-host
Oh,
that I'm going to be playing here.
and
All for ladies who in love and who's feeling love at this time. All right, Peggy, see you. Good evening to you. And here goes the song.
Ooh, natural beauty, Yeah, no, I never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still, I had to try. Yeah. Oh, yes. Let me get my words right and then approach you. When I treat you like a man is supposed to, you'll never have to cry. No. I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. She's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, the way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen. She's the queen. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of. who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal. And I need her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind until the night that I seen her rise. Oh, my queen, so sweet. I can see it in her eyes, the way she smiles. Hey, yes, I and I know the king and queen throne, same time. So I never leave your side. Just stick with me through the trial times. Oh, and she says she no mind. Alright, I know good man is hard to find. And she telling about that giant line. That's why she has no ties at this time. Yeah, I know many men are trying, but she needs to be more than wine and dine because she's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so divine. Oh, the way she moves to her own beat. She has the qualities of a queen, so supreme. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen, so supreme. Yeah. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's right. Yeah. So young, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, no, the way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen, my Nubian queen. Hey,
Talk already. Talk.
All right, so we've come to the end of the program. Thank you all for logging on tonight and joining us with this evening. Happy Republic Day, happy Mashramani to all our compatriots of Guyana. And let us look forward to next week. Join us again. I just want to say, um, I, I, w- I just want to say, okay, I am getting confused with
That's
the
no, you talk.
feedback.
You
Yeah,
talk.
I'm sorry. The it's coming back to me here. So now I just want to say a good night to each and every one of you. Be safe again. Love makes the world go round. Spread love, spread kindness, and spread joy, happiness. If spread your smiles, the smile is so important. You know, just with a smile, you can make somebody day. So I would just want to say now, God bless your hearts and all your other vital parts, and see you next Monday.
Go ahead, Radhika.
All right, bye bye. Good night, Ken. Mhm. Okay.
I don't know what happened here. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, bye bye. Good night, Ken. Mhm.
I don't know what happened here. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, bye bye. Good night, Ken.
You're supposed to be at the end. I don't know what happened here. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, bye bye. Good night, Ken.
You're supposed to be at the end. I don't know what happened here. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, bye bye. Good night, Ken.
I don't know what happened here.
Still on? No, that's for sure, sir.